This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Definitely some good news here. The Biden administration just threw a lifeline to homeowners and mortgage borrowers, giving out new aid to prevent foreclosures from happening. We'll talk stimulus checks, how 2.2 million stimulus checks have just been sent. We'll also talk about a fourth stimulus check. We'll talk about the increase in Social Security that may be coming. And I'm going to play you a video clip from a Republican senator giving the latest timeline on the infrastructure vote. And I'll answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. If you appreciate these fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below, and I'm picking the winners of the $200 checks at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But first, this is a year of inflation, why your food prices are going to keep increasing. So not just food prices, but gas, cars, housing prices are crazy. So in terms of inflation, it seems like it's not cooling down anytime soon. Now the problem here is that the prices of everything just keeps going up, but wages are staying the same, which causes a lot of problem and a lot of tough times at home for everybody. The silver lining with this is that Social Security benefits could get the biggest increase since 1983. So about 40 years, it hasn't been this high before. So if you were on Social Security, it was a measly 1.3% cost of living adjustment, also known as the COLA. But this upcoming January of 2022, if inflation does not cool off, it's going to be an increase of 5.8%. So basically what that means is for every $1,000 that you get in Social Security, you're basically getting an additional $58, which is good. You know, it could be better, but what about that $200 per month increase that has been promised? So with this proposal right here, with Schumer, Warren, Wyden, unveiled plan to increase benefits by $200 per month for all Social Security beneficiaries. Whatever happened to that? So it's still on President Biden's website. If you go to his campaign page right here, you could still see that he promised an increased monthly Social Security checks by $200 per month, and that is for all Social Security beneficiaries, not just SSI, not a certain group, but for everybody. So what's going on with that? It was a promise made. It hasn't been mentioned for this upcoming stimulus package. I don't know if it'll be a standalone bill moving forward, but if promises are made, they should be fulfilled. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Do you think there will be an increase for $200 per month for Social Security beneficiaries? Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. Next, let's talk stimulus checks. So this past week, the IRS put out an announcement that they sent 2.2 more million stimulus checks worth an estimated $4 billion. So these were the third $1,400 stimulus checks. They're still going out, so if you haven't received it yet, it's still going out, could be in the mail as well. So with this, the way it broke down, it was 1.3 million stimulus checks going out to everybody, just regular checks, and then 900,000 plus up payments. So that's if your income changed, and they're going to give you the difference for the stimulus check that you're supposed to earn. Next, let's talk about fourth stimulus check. So it has the support with over 80 lawmakers, probably a lot more than that as of now, for further direct payments for Americans. So it has support of Congress. Not enough for Congress to have a standalone bill and pass. They're trying to get it into the American Families Plan, that human infrastructure reconciliation bill, Democrat only plan. So far, we haven't heard any news whether it's a definite yes, definite no. In terms of public support, still a lot of support there. So $2,000 per month to every American. It's at 2,696,000 signatures so far. Basically what it says here is we need immediate checks and recurring payments so that we can keep our heads above water. Congress needs to make sure that we won't be left financially ruined for doing our part to keep the country healthy. So I think that a fourth stimulus check, if there is one, if it's around $1,400, it'll cost around $400 billion to go to the same amount of people. But if they make it more targeted, not to as many people, because people who are wealthy, they're just going to take that stimulus check, put in their savings account, compared to people who are not as wealthy. They need that money to pay for their bills and most likely all the debt that was incurred during the pandemic. So I'll keep you updated on that. Next, when it comes to mortgage assistance, a different type to prevent foreclosures, the Biden administration offers new aid for mortgage borrowers at risk of foreclosure due to COVID-19 pandemic. So this is going to cover, the White House said the assistance program will provide homeowners with a roughly 25% 10% reduction in borrowers' monthly principal and interest payments. Here is the White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki talking more about this.
Today, the Biden-Harris administration took additional steps to provide stability and relief to homeowners who are still feeling the economic effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. HUD, USDA, and the VA announced details to help people with government-backed mortgages stay in their homes through monthly payment reductions and potential loan modifications. Homeowners could see reductions in their monthly payments of roughly 20 to 25%, allowing them to remain in their homes and build long-term equity. We're working hard to get the word out to Americans who may benefit from these new programs, and thanks to the work of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and today's actions, most servicers of mortgages are required to provide borrowers information about these options. Homeowners can visit consumerfinance.gov/housing for up-to-date information and more details. Also would note on our delegation in Haiti, the presidential delegation is safe and accounted for in light of the reported shootings outside of the funeral. They're on their way back to the United States. We are deeply concerned about unrest in Haiti. In this critical moment, Haiti's leaders must come together to chart a united path that reflects the will of the Haitian people. We remain committed to supporting the people of Haiti in this challenging time.
Just to be clear, that mortgage assistance is separate than the $10 billion of money that's going out to help out with mortgages. This is different. This is actually going to be for federally backed mortgages. So if your loan or your mortgage for your house is from a federal, like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac type of thing, then that will help you. Otherwise, it's not for other private mortgage lenders. Next, let's talk about how Republicans accuse Pelosi of holding bipartisan infrastructure package. We're going to play you a video clip of a Republican Senator, Bill Cassidy, talking about the timeline for the infrastructure package and the issues that's going on with Nancy Pelosi, saying that she's holding the plan hostage and what's going to happen moving forward. So here's the video clip of that.
And I want to go to Senator Bill Cassidy right now, the Louisiana Republican, part of that group of senators, 10 in all, 5 Republicans, 5 Democrats, trying to cobble something together. Senator Cassidy, good to see you. Making any progress?
We are making progress, Neil. Thanks for having me on the show. We continue to work hard, worked all day yesterday, all through the weekend. There are some thorny issues, but we can get it done. And the infrastructure bill, as your guy pointed out, is not the Bernie bill, not the kind of reckless spending and taxation that the Democrats want to do. This is about roads, bridges, and highways. I think it'll be good for our country. I think we can get it done.
You know, when you and fellow Republicans succeeded in dropping this IRS $100 billion provision to beef up enforcement to pay for a lot of this, Democrats are left scrambling with coming up with an alternative way to pay for it. But I know there's a back and forth on this, but is this thing even close to paid for?
Yeah, it may not be like paid for the way CBO scores, but a reasonable person will look at it and say, yeah, that's right. For example, lots of states have decided to end the federal unemployment additional payment early. That's about $50 billion that's not being spent. We're going to apply that to this infrastructure package. That's real money that's not being spent, that's been allocated for COVID response. CBO may not give us credit, but it's real money that's not being spent that's already been allocated. And so if you look at it in a common sense way, you're going to say, yeah, they paid for it. And so we feel good about that because, again, the infrastructure, we need it. It's good for our country, and I think it'll pay for itself in addition to the way that we're paying for it.
Senator, maybe you could help me with how Congress does things in general in the Senate and the House, because no matter what you do in the Senate, even if you do come up with a bipartisan plan accepted to everyone, I get the sense from Nancy Pelosi, she won't even consider it if that backup, it's hardly a backup measure to her, that $3.5 trillion so-called human infrastructure plan isn't also wrapped up. The devil's in the details and the sequence of voting, I get that, but she could stop all the progress you're making by not even considering it when it gets to the House, if it gets to the House.
So, Neil, unpack what she's saying. She's saying that she doesn't think she has the votes to pass the Bernie bill, I call it, the tax and spend extravaganza, because there's bipartisan opposition. That's what she's saying. And she's going to attempt to coerce people into voting for it by holding hostage something that the American people want, that's good for American jobs, economy, our future. Now, by the way, we're heading into an election year. If she wants to kill a really good bill, great for the economy, creating millions of jobs, to hold it hostage for the Bernie bill, she'll take her chances in the next election cycle, because I promise you voters will punish that decision. I think she doesn't have the votes for the tax and spend extravaganza. She's holding this hostage, but ultimately she's going to have a vote on it.
What do you think about what Bill Cassidy said? Do you believe him? Is it going to be ready this next week? We've been hearing that for months now, saying that it's going to be ready in the next couple days, next week. We're going to have this June 1st deadline, but yet deadlines just keep being rolled. A lot of their words just don't really hold any weight anymore. Let me know your thoughts on that down in the comments below. Next, I'm going to answer the questions you leave for me in the comments. Bonnie Trippett asks, what about the other people in other states that are struggling too? So yeah, some states are giving out stimulus checks. I think that there should be more stimulus checks to help out people, but ultimately it's up to the state to decide that. Next question, Alice Crodel asks, if only 6.5% was used, where's the rest of the money? What was it used for? So basically, this is referring to the rental assistance that went out, and out of $45 billion, only 6.5%, $3 billion was spent, which is crazy. So we're about to have the hugest eviction crisis ever at the end of July, and all this rental assistance money wasn't sent out. I wouldn't say that it was stolen. I say here, like, who stole their money for housing? I wouldn't say it's stolen. It's just stuck in the accounts, and the states have really bulky bureaucratic systems where they're not able to get the money out. They don't have enough manpower or womanpower to go through all the applications and send the money. It's just a really messed up system. Next question comes from Terry Caseda. Where is my third stimulus check? You're paying teachers and their staff. What about us seniors? Where is my money? So with your third stimulus check, they're still sending them out. They sent out another 2.2 million or 1.3 million regular third stimulus checks this past week. So it could be in the mail regarding that. Regarding the teachers and staff getting money, so yeah, there's 7 states that are sending out $1,000 stimulus checks to teachers. And yeah, what about senior citizens? I definitely think that senior citizens need help as well. Next, I'm going to announce the winners of the $200 checks that we've been talking about for the past week or so. So basically, what you had to do is you had to write the word thankful in your comment in the video in the past that I linked to. Basically, I know it's kind of a lot of negative news, and I just want to bring some positivity to the world, and if we think about what we're thankful for, it kind of changes our mindset a little bit. So hopefully that made your day a little bit better. Alright, so where is it? Alright, so I'm going to go to this video. This is the video right here on the 15th. I'm going to click this and go to pick a winner. So it's going to pick the winners at random. As I mentioned, you have to write the word thankful in your comment. And the first winner is Sandra Jenkins, saying, I'm thankful that I still have my job and able to maintain. I just went out on leave and had a hip replacement, and I still have my job thanks to Walmart. Congrats to you for, having your job still. You're thankful for that, and I'm sorry for your hip replacement. Hopefully you're healing okay. Sandra, congratulations. So if you won, Sandra, if you and all the other winners won, I'll have my contact information down in the description below. Just reach out to me. I'm going to do some verification before I actually give you the money, just to make sure it's you and you follow the directions and everything. So yeah, congrats on that. Let's do the next winner. The next winner is Cynthia Robinson, saying, I'm thankful for the information you share with us. I look forward to watching your videos daily. Well, congrats to you and thank you for the support, Cynthia. Next winner is Chriselle Maitland, saying, I'm thankful for my life and family. That's awesome. Congratulations to you. Next winner is Malcolm Johnson, thankful for making it to work with mother passing a year 2 days ago and a newborn coming this year, 4 months. I'm thankful for just being mentally and physically able to go through the rest of the year. Congrats to you on your baby coming soon, and I'm sorry for your mother passing. That must have been a really tough year, especially combined with everything else. And the last winner is TL Crumby, saying, I'm thankful for my husband and my daughter. I'm also thankful for my best friend Rosa. They push me every day to be a better person. That's awesome. Congrats to you, TL Crumby, as well as all the other winners. That is all the stimulus news and stuff I have for you today in today's video. If you want to cheer up your day a bit, check out my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Belle. This is the tip of the day. Can I tell you why something that you should really do? You should try something that will help people, like giving a person a hand. Even though if they're mean, you should help them so they could probably be nice to you.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, and just being a part of this. I enjoy talking to you. I enjoy connecting. I think it's awesome that you're part of the Wise Flies community. I just want to say I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for your support. If you want to check out any of my other videos, you could click this link up here or this link down over here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.